Hello, everybody. I made it. You don't know what a success that is. Just the fact that I got on here live today. We're getting there. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Angela. Hi, Arlene. How are you guys doing today? Hello, Barbara. Cookies have chocolate. I love your name because I do love chocolate. And I shouldn't, but I do, and that's all there is to it. Hi, Michael. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Deb. Hi, Sonia. Ooh, we're all getting here now. Hi, Gay. Hi, Suzanne. I'm getting 4 patches ready to sew. I think I worked on this last week too a little bit. Maybe I didn't. I can't remember. Is Lindsay here yet? Good. Why are you saying lucky to be here? Just because it's you guys probably noticed on Facebook last week I wasn't around very much. It has been an unbelievable couple of weeks, and in just a second I will fill everybody in on what's been going on and why Lindsay seemed to be the only person on Facebook in my family last week. It was Sanity's Crafts Designs. Very cool name. I'm glad you made it here. So it's been a little crazy here, to say the least. It's been downright nutsy. I hate to say it. Hi, Peggy from Plainville, Illinois. Hi, Angela. Sanity's Crafts. You're very welcome. Sanity's Crafts, that is a really neat name. I'm fine. Carol Lawrence, I'm finally here. He had both feet operated and wasn't able to join for a while. Missed you guys. Carol, I hope the surgery went well. You know, our group on Facebook has had so much stuff happen to it, and I love the fact that everybody is sharing. I just love it. Gail posted pictures of her daughter's wedding, and they just were gorgeous. So I have been on and off. Lindsay's been keeping me updated a whole lot on the things that I missed, because I know I did miss some stuff, and I hate missing it, but that's life. Our Lindsay's twin sister. Lindsay, are you there? Hi, Gypsy's mom. Hi, Janet. Hi, Gail. Gail, your daughter's wedding pictures were gorgeous. Oh, good. Pam made it back. Her computer, YouTube froze up on her for a minute. Oh, there you are, Lindsay. Okay, I'm glad you're there. Lindsay's twin sister was born with a kidney malformation, and she's the daughter that lives all the way up in Alaska. So she had been calling me, asking me questions. Hi, Gwen. Asking me questions about some of the test results from her kidney scans and stuff. She had to go through a whole bunch. And at 2 years old, they operated on her. Well, her kidney has started to act up a little bit. So we were like a little bit nervous about that. And so consequently, you guys who are mothers out there know that when something goes on with your kid, no doctor on the face of this earth, I don't care how good they are, can take care of them as well as I can as her mother. So you can only imagine. Jackie's all the way up in Alaska telling me that her kidney's bothering her. So consequently, oh, I'm sorry, Peggy. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have to change that. Oh, here, hang on. I can change it right now. So, you know, my mother's brain has been going nuts, trying to figure out, you know, how she was doing and what was going on. So consequently, I fixed it, I think, Linz. So consequently, she has to go see a urologist, so they're going to fly her down to Anchorage. So it got to be about Friday night, and I knew this is the Friday before Mother's Day. And I knew she was going to Anchorage, and I kind of had to start getting everything in line, because if something happened, you guys know as well as I do, I would be in Alaska. So Saturday night, I got a phone call from her again. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Susie. Hi, Diane. Hi, Carol. So I got a call from her Saturday night, and the minute I picked up the phone, I knew something wasn't right. And something wasn't. Jackie had read her husband's test reports. And some of you know, my son-in-law experienced some stage 3 melanoma last year, and I ended up in Alaska for a few weeks. Well, they found another tumor, and this time it was in his brain. So consequently, when things like that happen in my family, I tend to be on call hi Libby, hi Diane, to head to Alaska. So you guys all know what was going on last week. I was getting ready to ship the mailing off, and he had quilts and, the normal life that we all have. And when you're self-employed, you still got to get your work done. So I spent all of last week trying to get as caught up as I possibly could, because as of Wednesday, I had to be on standby to go to Washington. Sunday morning, Mother's Day, they flew my daughter's entire family to Seattle, Washington, to see his oncologist. So they are still there. He is having a special procedure Monday morning. It's called a gamma knife radiation. I think that's right. Lindsay, correct me if I'm wrong. So he will undergo that tomorrow morning. And the good news is, and I am so relieved, is that it has an 80 to a 90% positive ratings. So it's like very, very positive that they are going to be able to kill this tumor that's in his brain. That's really exceptional news. The downside of it, because there's always a positive and a negative, is that then we will still be waiting. Anybody that's had a family member that's gone through cancer knows that you just wait for the next shoe to fall. So we're pretty positive that they're going to be able to get the tumor tomorrow. All of your prayers would be greatly appreciated. And I'm sorry for the time that I missed last week, but quite honestly, we, up until Friday, didn't know if I was going to have to go to Seattle and bring the 2 older kids back home with me for the summer. They were talking radiation that would be an everyday radiation. They also talked brain surgery. They talked a whole bunch of different things. So we think that this is the best one, that is what they've settled on, the gamma knife. And so hopefully the surgery is going to go well tomorrow. I believe that it absolutely is. And then they will return to Fairbanks, Alaska on Wednesday. So I'm relieved, and we are very, very blessed, because I know there are a lot of you out there that have family members that have gone through cancer, and my father passed away of cancer, so it is a devastating disease. It is just a horrible, horrible disease. So that's where I was last week, and that's why you didn't hear from me, because I was like in focus mode of getting as much done as I possibly can. So I managed to, and so things are looking good for this week coming up, which I'm really excited about. I sent off the very first video to the designer for the beetle bag. There's the pattern. The kits, with the exception of, I think, 2, have gone in the mail. The other 2 will be going tomorrow morning. So I wanted to let you know that. There was one person who wanted just the pattern. That one will go out tomorrow. Yeah, along with the other 2 kits. So I am very good, Pat Wolin. That is fantastic. I love to hear of cancer survivors. I just love it. So Tuesday, the video is all scheduled to go on the first one on the beetle bag. And what I will be showing you, I'll pick it up and show it to you here. You're going to see it anyhow on the video, but I wanted you to take a peek at it. So here's the inside of my bag. Yep, I'm sorry, this is the outside of my bag. I'm very, very excited about the colors of this. And then this is the inside of my bag. And again, I am just... No, it's not almost the end, Becky. I'm just getting started. Yep. Pancreatic cancer. Oh, Lori Bernard lost her mother to pancreatic cancer. Yeah, cancer's really, it's a downer. But this is the color of my inside. Now, when I am so excited, Jennifer, to start this too. So what I did, and I want you guys to know, is that I purposely picked a lighter color on the inside. And there's a reason for that. Whenever I have any kind of a bag, I like the light color to be on the inside just because I think it's so much easier to see what is going on, okay? I think that this is just, I just think it's easier. And then I did the really, really bright on the outside. And this is going to be my pin cushion on the inside. And this is going to be my pockets on the inside. And I'll show you this again in the video. All right. Oh, Donna. Donna and her husband both were diagnosed with cancer. She was in 2008. She's 9 years clean. Very good, Donna. The bad news is she did lose her husband to lung cancer back in 2010. I'm really sorry, Donna. I know how hard that is. It's just devastating. And then this is the outside. So this is going to be all of my handles. Don't you just love it? And then look at this one. Wait till you see what my binding is. Look at my binding. Ah, I'm so excited about this binding. I just think this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited about it. I just think it's beautiful. So that's my bag, and it will be up on Tuesday. I don't feel like the designer's going to have to make any changes, but she also is at Quilt Market. So hopefully I will hear from her before that. Lori, how many of the notions are you gonna need? You're gonna need the inserts. There are going to be enough of your crushed walnuts to make 2 bags. Let me know how you make out with the soft and stable, because you have a bigger piece than I believe is required to do the entire bag. So I think you'll have enough. So I think you're only going to need the inserts. And it's not going to be long, and I'm going to have the inserts available on my website. I just don't have them right yet, okay? So I will get the pocket fillers, the filler pieces up on the website probably next week. Becky, yes, you can still get the pattern. It's a pre-order, because what I'm going to try to do is these often bulk shipments of all of the kits. I actually already have 4 orders, so please go on out to the website, order your beetle bag kit, and it won't be long. I'll probably, once I hit 6, I probably will send out a shipment of all of them. It says that the shipment's not going till June, but I'm going to send it beforehand because I just don't want to, that was a big mailing, and I'm going to try to do more of them versus one great big huge one. Okay? That's okay, Becky. We're going to go through it step by step by step. Becky, are you out on our Facebook group? Because we have a phenomenal group of women out there and men that are just so helpful. Oh, Kathy, thank you so much. Kathy said she always listens to my videos. Love that what I do and how I teach and share bits and pieces of your life. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, Jennifer, thank you. Jennifer said you just met one of the best teachers. I'm not sure about that, but I sure do enjoy this channel. I'm having fun. Diane, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, I will put my website name below the video. I will stick it in there. Let's see if we can make it work. I'm putting it in right now. And our Facebook name is the exact same name as this. Oh, wait a minute. I'm typing the wrong thing. Okay, here you want to see the pattern. Becky asked, oh no, that wasn't Becky. It was Mary Crest. Yes, this is the bag that we're making. It's called the Beetle Bag. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I started mine, okay? We've got, this is my outside of my beetle bag. This is my straps, and this is my binding. And this is Tula Pink fabric. Okay? And then this is the inside of my bag. And this is my pockets, and this is my pin cushion right here. Okay, the what I did with these patterns, you'll see it out on my website. What I did was I'm selling it as a kit. So you're going to get the pattern with the inserts. You're going to get, you need this 1/4-inch fusible tape. You're going to get that. You need a ring to clip your bags together, and see the ring. And I found the cutest rings. I love them. And you need crushed walnuts for the pin cushion and soft and stable to put it together. So I went and did all the shopping for you guys. So it's all together in one kit. And the only thing you need to add to it is your normal basics, basic stitches, or basic sewing things, you know, like seam ripper and scissors and thread and that kind of stuff. But everything else is here. So you'll be able to get your bags put together. And it's all in that kit. So I love the fabric too. Cookies Have Chocolate says gorgeous. Love the fabric. Yeah. Anybody who's not in the Facebook group that's on here today, please do join us, okay? There's just an abundance of people sharing information all the time, and everybody is just so very helpful. Hi, Jane. Yeah, we got some new people coming. That's very, very, very exciting. So that's what's on the agenda right now. The other thing that happens is if you're in the Facebook group, you may say things like, Lindsay tested a block for me last week. It's this pinwheel block. So she tested this pinwheel block, and we're going to be doing this just as a little bit extra. So we're going to be doing, this is an extra. It's not part of the quilt to the quarter or anything like that. So we're going to be doing it. Does it in looped fabric? I don't understand. You're right, Gail. Gail said she loves everybody in the Facebook group. They always have good ideas and helpful comments. They really do. Lynn's especially, but both of us really watch it a lot and make sure that, everything that's going on is appropriate. We had one problem once, but between Lindsay catching it up front and one of you let us know. So we're all good to go. We really do watch it. Crusty old man beard, the fabric is not included, so you just need your fabric. I ended up using 6 fat quarters, and I have fabric left over because I wanted my pieces to be different, like I just showed you. It calls for a fat quarter for the outside, a fat quarter for the inside, and then 5/8 of a yard. Okay, so that's what you need fabric-wise. I use fat quarters. I did not go out and buy new fabric. I grabbed fabric from my stash. So, Becky, I'm really glad that we get to do that too. Becky said she was happy that we do the chat at a time when the Europe people can join in, and I am too. There were a couple of times that I couldn't do it on Sunday afternoon, so I had to move it, and it just wasn't the same because I did miss you guys from outside of our country, outside of the United States. Yep. So Diane says that the Facebook group, is her favorite group. Thank you. I'm glad. Yes, Angela said she saw the block on Facebook that Lindsay made. She said she's made a quilt out of a block a couple of years ago. What we're going to be doing with it, and I'll let you guys in on it. Where is my piece? Right here. You know how, now you can see her blocks. Her blocks are right there. When you get a panel, sometimes it's difficult to figure out, what to do with a panel. And this is the panel that I have. This is a panel. So what I'm going to be teaching you how to do is how to do that pinwheel block, this one. And I'm also going to be teaching you how to take a panel like this that may not necessarily be perfectly square, and how to square it, and how to take the components within the panel and add stuff to it so that that is perfectly square. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. And I'm pretty excited about this. Panels sometimes are the most difficult things to sew with because they aren't always perfectly square. So consequently, I thought it was time to do a little bit of a video on how to do these. So that's another one of those teaching stepping stools that I wanted to do, because sometimes these are so much fun to work with. In fact, I have somebody brought out yesterday an ABC quilt that is all made with panels, and I'll be posting pictures of it so that you guys can see it. But it's a great concept to do with a panel and still leave really, really nice. So I'm very excited about that quilt. It'll be so much fun to quilt. Thank you, Estelle. Well, Jennifer, you're going to get a panel video. You will really like it. You will really like it. We're gonna take this little baby apart, and I'm going to show you how to pick spots to be able to, so it doesn't really look like it was a panel. This one was really difficult for me because it's not perfectly square. I think it's longer than it is wide, I think is what it was. So I had to adapt it to be able to do something. And when I realized that, I thought, you know what? This is a perfect teaching lesson. So I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with that. So that's coming up. I'm going to move this over here so that I don't lose it. wasn't I working on this last week too? I'm working on just doing 5-inch squares, sewing them together. I'm redoing, well, I feel like I've been redoing it for 2 years. I'm redoing the 2 spare bedrooms in the house. That was the other thing that happened the last couple of weeks. I was trying to at least make sure one of them was ready for the kids. So, yeah. Judy's on oh, you guys are talking about, Judy's having a difficult time doing the lives, so Lindsay's trying to help her. Yeah, Pamela, I understand. Pamela said she bought some of those cloth books, and they're sitting on the shelf because she's not really, really certain of it. Oh, Angela, she's having a moment. Can't recall how much fabric I need for the binding on a queen size quilt. Can you help? Yes. I will. Email me and I'll send you a message, okay? Or, Dee Dee, you're working on the weighted blanket. Did you see mine still standing right here? The reason for the muslin, and I'll show it to you, okay, is I've seen people in the past making weighted blankets, and what they're doing is sewing little squares together and then putting the beads in each one of the squares and then sewing it again, and it's just like, oh my gosh. It's crazy. So, yeah, panels are difficult. They have to. I'll come sit in your sewing room someday. It'd be fun. So, I'm sorry, I'm reading comments at the same time. So anyhow, what I do, and this is just how I decided to do weighted blankets. And from the ones that we've made, it's worked. Whoops, I'm losing squares here for my blocks. Oh well. So what I did was I started out by sewing straight. See my straight lines? All right. Sewed straight lines. Do you see them on the back, the muslin, Dee Dee? This is what I use the muslin for. All right. So we'll do a video. Lindsay and I are working on a video for it. We just have to finish it. We're getting close. I just need to actually start weighing the beads. So what we'll do is put the beads in each one of these pockets. Grunge, so I do. What do you think of Moda's new Grunge Hits the Spotlight? Remind me about Crusty Old Man Beard. Remind me about grunge in a second, okay? So, you got me, Dee Dee. So, what we do then is we just take and put in each one of these pockets the beads, okay? Shuffle them down to the bottom. Sew a straight line across. All right? We do that all the way up to the top. If you notice around the side here, look at my lines. What I've done is I've created a place to stitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put right sides together, leave one side open, flip it over, top stitch it all the way around, and guess what? Then I have my quilt. Now some people don't like the fact that the top and the bottom are not flat against each other. Yeah, you do have to backstitch, Linz. So what you do is you get it flipped all around, and Lindsay wants this one. I don't know if this one's for Lion or for Sarah, but Lindsay wants this one so that it'll be attached. So what I'm going to do is every once in a while, sporadically through here, I'm just going to come and I'm just going to stitch across the X again. I'll just top stitch across it. That will keep all the top and the bottom together. So once you get your beads in this one, this is now considered one layer of fabric. Now, isn't that easier, don't you think, Dee Dee, than trying to fill a whole bunch of little quilt blocks? I just couldn't see trying to fill all those quilt blocks. But I'm hoping, Lindsay, I know you told me today, but we really got to get this thing done. Yeah, Lindsay's after me. She's telling me, Mom, we got to get that done. We got to get that done. So this will be on this week's agenda for sure, because we do have to get it done. So, okay, Becky, I'm glad you did. Thank you. Becky ordered the kit so she can do it. As you're saying, making channels and then fill, then sew across the row after filling, yes. I know you tell me every day. Yes, Lori, there will be a tutorial. I promise. I've gotten this part filmed that I've got done. That's all filmed. It's just a matter of sitting down in the sewing room with the scales and filling it and stitching it across, okay? So as soon as we get that, we just need a couple of solid hours in the studio, and we just haven't had it lately. Donna, that can be dangerous. Donna says she's trying to cook and watch me at the same time. That can be a little bit dangerous, I've heard. Because if you're anything like me, then you're in trouble, because I get all wrapped up in what I'm watching and forget about TV, and then it's burnt. Or forget about dinner and then it's burnt. Thank you, Donna. Yes, there will be more tutorials. What happens is Lindsay sewing that pinwheel block for the first time. That was the first time I've had anybody help me do anything when it comes to sewing. When I do any of these tutorials, I do all of it from start to finish, and I usually have to make things twice. Oh, that reminds me. Angela, it is so much easier than the way. I mean, Lindsay did almost a full-size one in a matter of just a couple of days. And it was huge. It was really, really big. So, and yeah, you're right. Lindsay said it's less issues with breaking the needle. Yeah, it is. So many less issues. Yeah. So that was something that I wanted to ask you guys. Excuse me. If anybody has any kind of talent for writing patterns, or knows of anybody that can write patterns easily, I stink at writing patterns. And I need help getting patterns written for these tutorials. And I'm having a really hard time getting it done. So if anybody knows of anybody that's really good at sitting and watching my videos and going from my videos to do directions, please do let me know. It would be greatly appreciated. Oh, Donna's making potato salad. I love potato salad. Yeah. Yeah. So if anybody knows how to write directions, let me know. That would be a really, really nice thing. So, in fact, you know how I said I usually have to make 2 to be able to videotape it? Here's the second one. I've got 2 of these going. That's one of the reasons why it takes me so long to get videos going. Because when you make 2 of everything, just about, you really have to. I don't think I had to make 2 of Lion's Quilt. I think that was like the first one that I didn't have to make 2 of. Yeah, I think so. Do you guys notice this fabric? All of that back there, that's for next quarter. I'm so excited about that quilt. I actually filmed my sister and my sister-in-law and Lindsay. I think Lindsay was here. It was either Lindsay or Tracy were here. And I set up the camera over by the long arm because everybody had fabric all across the long arm. And we were just grabbing fabric and laying it on top of fabric. So it was a lot of fun. Kathy, if you're willing to, please email me. I would absolutely love some help. I just am having a horrible time with it. Let's see. The beads that we use for the weighted blanket are called poly pellets. So, hi Jill, welcome from Virginia. Yeah, so yeah, I would that would be really great. My email address, if it's not below, it's margaret@missmarkersquilts.com, or else Facebook. You can message me there too. Okay. Anybody who's willing to help, I would greatly appreciate it. I want to get these. I have someone who will lay it all out for me and put it in pattern format, but I stink at writing the directions. I can do it, but to sit down and write the directions, I have a very, very hard time. And I want to get the written directions up on my website so that it's all there. Okay? Somebody's from Mississippi. I think you're our first person from Mississippi. I don't remember anybody telling me before that they were from Mississippi. Oh, broke a needle. What did I do? Guys, I broke a needle. Big time. Ugh. I just don't like that when that happens. Now I try to get it out. So, yeah. Does anybody else have problems getting their needle out when they break one? I don't know what these are. These are my husband's. What are they? Great neck. And they're, I don't know what they are. They're like needle nose pliers type things. I keep these next to me so that I can get my needle off. Because I can't get my needle off ever. Time for a new needle, guys. It does not make me happy, but it is what it is. Yep. So. Oh, they're needle nose pliers. Thank you, ladies. I don't mean to be dumb, but I just, yeah. You don't have something to unscrew? Yeah, it's all I've got is those needle nose pliers. And why? I have no clue. Because, probably because my machine is older and my little knob oh, Becky's from Mississippi too. They just, it doesn't have a slot for a screwdriver. So I ended up I found these one day when I went into my husband's shop, and I just have kind of taken them over. Hey, yeah, it's a hand screw. Thank you. My husband's trying to come up with a name for the woods that we bought a few months back. Anybody got any ideas? I wanted to call it the backyard, but I don't think that he wants it the backyard. So we got to come up with a name for it. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know. Help us name the backwoods. So there's that. Does everybody remember that I challenged you guys on the Facebook page to get us up to, what was it, 5,000 by July 1st? Because July 1st, we're going to do another giveaway over there. And this one is going to be the 12.5-inch ruler. Yeah, my sister has, Diane has arthritis in her hands. My sister does too. Did anybody watch any of the stuff from Quilt Market to see what was going on at Quilt Market? Leuwenland. That's an idea. The backwoods. Maybe. That's okay. Elm Forest or Oak Forest? Margaret's Sanctuary. Would be Bob's Sanctuary. He's over there all the time. Leuwenland. Yeah. San Francisco Bay. Serenity Trail. Yeah, that's a good name. Lindsay, you got to keep track of these for me so I can tell Dad. That's funny. Yeah. Oh, I see what happened. I'm on a zigzag. That's why I broke my needle, guys. We're still flooding here terribly. The water is coming up through the sidewalk where my husband works. Susie Sherman said that she saw Pat Sloan's new Orifil video. I haven't seen that. Tula does have a new line coming out, and the line is beautiful, except there was an issue with Native American. One of the tribes, or a couple of the tribes, had a problem with the main focal fabric. It had a woman in a full headdress, and there was such Leuwen's patch of heaven. Nancy, that's neat. Yeah, it is really sad about the main piece, Linz. So what happened was there was such controversy behind it that she requested that they pull the main fabric from the line, which is just, so sad, because it was really a gorgeous piece. It really was. Oh, Tula has an embroidery line? I missed that. I'm going to have to go look at that. Why can't you get it? Oh, yes, the main print you can't get. You want to know the thing that gets me? Is that print has been printed. There's at least a bolt of it someplace. And that's sad. That is really sad, because it was beyond gorgeous. It was just beautiful. And to me, art is separate from political controversy. It's art. But I guess I'm not going to talk. Yeah, she does have some of the print. It's beautiful. I saw it, and I can't remember where, because Lindsay was looking for it. I think it was Lindsay, either that or Tracy. One of them were looking for it, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. Lindsay, why are you and Dee Dee chuckling back and forth? Diane, what you really have to do to see the new stuff before it's released is you have to really stalk everybody's websites. So you can go to each one of the big designers, and you will see it. Like Moda has one that's upcoming lines, and there'll be pictures in there. They all do, really. You just have to go look at every one of them. It's listed below. What's listed below? Oh, the website, yes. Yeah, I know, Sandra. I was really... Okay. Tanel said that she or he, I'm not sure, loved... She's an American, or he is an American Indian, and loved the fabric. And yes, you're right, Jill. She does have Indian heritage. It just was really, really sad, because it was in Tula form absolutely gorgeous. It was beautiful. Yes, Fat Quarter Shop does go live at Quilt Market, so you can see it. You can see all of Moda's new stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it should. Suzanne, you're right. She has Indian in her DNA, but what the problem was that, first of all, a woman would never wear a full headdress, and it was obviously a woman in the print. And then I guess someone indicated that the tribe that she is a descendant of did not wear headdresses. There's only particular tribes that do, and that was the problem. And it's just, it just was really sad. Yeah. Spirit animal. You're right, Lindsay. Yeah. It was gorgeous, ladies. And it was a huge, huge controversy. Huge. And Tula Pink very rarely does she share anything about her personal life. She is one, well, she's not like me who shares just about everything. And I should learn to shut my mouth a little more, I guess. But yeah, it's art. It was her design. Yeah. Jennifer Ferris says the good that comes out of this is Tula will become even more popular and sell even more beautiful fabric. And you're right. She will. Yeah. Tula's fabric is gorgeous. And one of the things I'm finding is, you know, these younger designers, to me, there's a place for those real classic fabrics, but there's also a place for these really gorgeous, young, bright, colorful fabrics too. I just think it's if we don't share our art of quilting, whether it be hand sewing or machine sewing or designing or whatever, it will die. And we really need to get these younger people. I never thought I'd be saying younger people. I thought I was always one of them. It isn't until lately I found out I was one of the old ones. But anyhow, we have to share this so that it will keep going. Yeah. Yeah, it's really tough for what offends some people and doesn't offend others. I mean, you guys will be really shocked. Well, I was shocked at it. Maybe you won't be. Yes, I have seen her ribbon, and it is gorgeous. Somebody else's ribbon that you ought to look at is Sue Spargo's. That is, do I have a piece of it right here? No, I don't. That is also gorgeous. Bonnie, that's my feeling. If you don't like it, don't buy it. But people can really easily be offended. It was a Tuesday night that I did a live session, and I had a glass of wine, and I really upset someone. I mean, big time upset somebody because I was sitting here drinking a glass of wine. They were not happy with me for it, and they let me know it. And, you know, we don't want to offend anybody either. Yeah, so that's just, it's just life, I guess. Wow, guys, I'm seeing that we have 105 people here today. Is that right? That's a lot of people. You guys like Sunday afternoons. What offends me is not PC. Yeah, I know. It's hard, Bonnie. It's very, very difficult. I just keep trying to be exactly who it is that I am because I can't be anybody else. Yeah. Yeah. Becky, I'm drinking water today. Somebody was upset. And I guess, you know, depending upon how we're raised, it's different, you know. Wow. 108. Thank you, Angela. Judith, it is a good thing she can't see all your glasses of wine. Well, Angela, I had watched her show once, and you know, at first I was like, she's drinking. And then I went, well, why not? She's an adult. You are too, Margaret. If you want to have a drink, you can have a drink. So, yeah. But what are you going to do? Yeah. Oh, Bonnie, that's a good idea. When today after the live session, my husband and I and my best friend and her husband, I'm one of those really blessed people in life where my best friend, since we were 14, lives 4 houses down from us. Well, we're all going to go down into Sodas Point and check out the flooding because it is flooding. One of our bar restaurants has two areas. Like they have this one area that was a different restaurant, and then they combined them. It's got like it's got a big room where functions are held, and there's a bar and a separate kitchen. So like they'll do wedding receptions there and that type of thing. In fact, Jackie had her wedding reception there. Well, the other side that is usually just the main bar side is flooded to the point that they have a pump running 24/7 just trying to keep the water going right back out. Well, we're going to go down on the ruse of having a drink or maybe an early dinner. You know, we're becoming those senior citizens maybe that go down for dinner at 4. And we're going to check out all of the water. My husband said we had to wear our boots that we used for the backwoods or whatever we're going to call it. So, yeah, I'm very excited about that. Is it still raining? Well, we did have rain today again. So we've had a lot. There's, I can't remember what my husband said. I know that right now, the point that it's at, if anybody is familiar with Sodas Point, there's like a loop. That loop is all underwater. It's right across the whole thing. Main Street, where my husband works, the water is starting to come up from underneath the sidewalk. So you've got the water, then the building, then the sidewalk. So you know it's underneath the buildings, and it's starting to come up through the sidewalk. I'm trying to think what else is going on. Yeah, Florida needs the water. We wish we could just send it down there. Bye, Judith. Have a great night. Yeah, it just come from California. Just come and get it. We're in upstate New York. We are on Lake Ontario. We're part of the Great Lakes. And we're actually the last. What happens is all of the water floods down to the Great Lakes, and the Great Lakes floods down past us. Montreal is just completely underwater. And that's where our stuff goes, is right down through there. Yeah. We had it really, really hot the other day, too. Diane said that she had their first 80 degrees this time, for the first time this year. She's from the state of Washington. Yeah, that's wonderful. It's good to see you too, Diane. Wait a minute. What was the question, Lindsay? There's a wonderful... Oh, Donna found a website for Tula's fabric. Lindsay said there was a question about the beetle bag binding. Ooh, I don't like hot guys. Lindsay, did you catch what the question was on the beetle bag binding? Oh, Peggy is going to Missouri Star Quilt Company tomorrow. That's exciting. We're the girlfriends. Oh, how fun will that be? Well, somebody had a question about was a fat quarter enough for the binding? Oh, for the beetle bag, I'm not sure because I haven't gotten to that point yet. They had me cut quite a bit. Oh, yeah, a fat quarter was plenty because this is what I cut per the directions. So yes, a fat quarter. What I did was each one of these prints were a fat quarter. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6, right? I have 3. Yes, I have 6 fat quarters, and I had enough for everything. So I have leftovers of these. I'll pull them all out. I ended up with leftovers of these fabrics. So I don't have leftovers of my front, in my inside and my outside, but I do have leftovers of these. So I would think 6 fat quarters is plenty. You'll even have leftover material. Yeah. Thank you, Angela. Oh, Fat Quarter Shop posted a video of Tula talking about spirit animal print. Cool. I'll have to go out and watch it. Yeah. I've heard that too. Sonia said that it's a bit overwhelming. Oh, guys, Lindsay just reminded me. Don't forget to like the videos here, and don't forget to like the Facebook page, okay? So that we've got so that we can get the ratings up there to get more of us, okay? Well, all of the beetle bags went out second day air. So they were picked up on Saturday. So I'm being told that everybody should have them on Tuesday, okay? Which is what I was trying to shoot for. There's just a couple that aren't going to be there on Tuesday. And they were ones that were ordered late or are going out of the country. So they're all gone. It was fun to package them all up. It was neat. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Darlene. I don't know who did the thumbs down, and it's okay. I mean, some people don't like it. What I usually try to do in the beginning is say, this is going to be a live chat, and if live chats aren't for you, please leave. Just go ahead. You won't offend me. It's okay. The live chats aren't for everybody, and I understand that. But I seem to get a lot of them on the live stuff. And I'm not sure why. Yeah, no big deal. It happens. Hi, Joyce. How'd you find us, Joyce? Bonnie, it's okay if it wasn't accidental. I understand. Oh, remind me about I do like the grunge hits the spot. I think it's nice. I think it will be a nice blender, but I will tell you that I like the original grunge so far the best. Now, I haven't seen the new grunge hits the spot in person yet, so maybe I'll change my mind. But I do absolutely, I think it'll have its place. I like the basic grunge the best, but I do like it. Yeah. Hi, Mom. Hey, guys, my mom made it. Shirley Johnston, that's my mom. Oh, by the way, everybody, this coming Tuesday is an extremely special day in my family. So if you think of it Tuesday, let's see. How old are you now, Lindsay? 33 this year? I think she's 33. Wow, 33 years ago on Tuesday, my mother called me first thing in the morning and she said, Margaret, you could have those babies today because that would be all right. Well, it was my mother's birthday. Well, I happened to call my mother that night when she'd gone out to dinner for her birthday and said, Mom, I'm going to have these babies today. Well, I hope today. So I had Lindsay and Jackie, my twins, on my mother's birthday. And then 6 years ago on Tuesday, Jackie had her first child on that exact same day. So on Tuesday, it's my mother's birthday, it's Lindsay's birthday, it's Jacqueline's birthday, and it's AJ's birthday. So we have 4 birthdays in one day. Who's the same age? Dee Dee, are you 30? Right? Lindsay, you're 34 this year. Right? And my mom's going to be 86. No, my twins weren't born first. I had a 3-year-old when my twins were born. My Tracy is my oldest. Yep. It is really, really cool. I'm really excited. I know. Isn't that exciting that my mom's going to be 86? My mom is so cool. I'm really excited. Yeah. Better play the lottery. No kidding. We really should have played it, but... Oh, okay, so Lindsay's going to be 33, not 34. Yes, she was born in 84. Yeah. I think it's just so cool that they all have the same birthdays. I think one of the coolest things that I was ever able to do, which was... Oh, Angela has twins too. Yeah. Wow. I think it's wonderful. But one of the things that I managed to do with the kids, and to this day, I don't know how I did it. They never shared a birthday cake. They always, every year, they had their own birthday cake. And it wasn't just because of me. My best friend, she'd make one and I'd make the other one. And we did that all the time. That was the only thing that really mattered to me with the twins, was that they had their own cake. Twins are really cool. I'll tell you a funny story. July's a great month. I love July. My birthday's in July. One night we were, oh, that's cool. Angela's mother had her son on 12/26. I missed it. It's gone. Anyhow, one night we were... Dee Dee, you have twins, don't you? She's a crafty I can't talk, sorry. One night we were sitting... Guess what, guys? I have triplets. Their birthday fell on Mother's Day this year. They were 2 girls and a boy. Gail has twin sons and twin granddaughters. That's cool. Oh, Dee Dee, I thought you had twins. Mine, let's see. We start with Natalie's the 3rd. Then my brother is the 12th. I'm the 14th. Austin is the 29th or 24th, and Lion is the 30th. All July. Yeah. Okay, my mom had a brother on December 26th. Then my son was born the same day. Then my brother had his daughter on the same day. That's really cool, Angela. Does anybody have the twins where they do that weird thing where they talk but don't talk and they scare the daylights out of you? Mine do, or they did. One night they were sitting at the table and Lindsay was just meticulously buttering a piece of bread. They sat across from one another. And so here Lindsay is just like getting butter on every single corner of the bread. And all of a sudden, yeah, the bread story, here we go. All of a sudden, she took that piece of bread, she had one of those booster seats, stood up and handed it across the table to Jacqueline. And I looked at her and I said, Lindsay, what are you doing? Jackie didn't ask for bread. Jackie looked at me and said, yes, I did, Mommy, but I said it so you couldn't hear it. and I about died. I was like, okay, girls, from now on, we have to use our outside voices so that mommy and daddy can hear you too. It just was like, oh, yep, yeah. Yeah, it was, Lori, it was creepy. Oh, that's the alarm. My husband's home. It was really creepy. And they would do things that they just weren't supposed to do. Valerie, you've got a lot of twins in your family. Yeah, it was freaky, Susie. It was really freaky. It freaked us out. We were like, oh, no, we're not starting that, girls. No way. Creepy twin bread story. It is a creepy twin bread story. Yeah, just creepy all around. Oh, well. It was weird. It was really weird. And they used to flip personalities. They're identical. And you know, everybody has their own individual personality, and you would get to know them based on their personality, and they'd flip it on us. And it just was like, whoa. Yeah. Twins are just really cool. I think they're really neat. Yes. They are really, yeah. Yeah. They used to do that. They would, you know, one would go in one direction, the other in the other, and they'd think they'd get away with it. Sometimes they did, but they were cool. Yes, mine are identical. My twins are. Jackie, in the beginning, I told you guys about her kidney. When Jackie was she was just over a year old when we diagnosed her with her kidney issue. And, no, Jennifer, I didn't have to tag them to tell them apart only because Lindsay has a birthmark on her leg. Thank heavens for that birthmark. In the delivery room, the pediatrician looked at me and said, well, you're going to know who this one is because she's got a birthmark, but you're not going to be wanting to lift her dress up in the grocery store. We dressed Lindsay's in any color that had an L. Jackie had the other colors. And then that way my family could just look at them and know which one was Lindsay and which one was Jackie. It was great. It worked out fantastic. And as for the cribs, when they walked in the room, Lindsay was always on the left and Jackie was always on the right. It just was the easiest way to always be safe and know that we had the right kid. Yeah. But when Jackie was diagnosed with her kidney problem, a couple years after it got all settled, we actually did do genetic testings to make sure that we had donors in case Jackie ever got to the point that she needed a kidney. So no, they would. So they were genetically tested, and they were 0.99875 genetically identical. Yeah, they shared their clothes. The only times they dressed alike was my mother-in-law really liked it when they dressed exactly the same. So when there was a special occasion that she was going to be at, I would dress them alike for her. But for the most part, they did not dress alike. They would have the same outfits sometimes, but were in different colors. And they did share everything. They shared all their clothes. We didn't have a lot of extra money when they were little, so they just wore what I could get. It was just, that's what it was. It was no big deal. And they have such distinctly different personalities that it's no big deal. Bonnie, the Facebook page is the same as the YouTube. It's Margaret Leuwen Quilting. And if you ask to friend Margaret Knapp Leuwen, it won't be that's me personally, and I didn't ever use it. I don't ever go on my personal page. Hey, They did that in, I don't remember what grade it was. Well, a couple grades. There was always on April Fool's Day, they would switch places. And there was only one teacher that figured it out. Yeah, they did switch places, didn't you, Lindsay? They got caught a couple of times. And one time they got caught and they were going to put him on detention or something like that. And I was like, no, you're not. It's stupid. They're twins. It's April Fool's Day. Have a sense of humor. So, yeah, Lindsay and Jackie always enjoyed it on April Fool's Day. I will tell you that. And I knew they were doing it. And I didn't, honestly. I mean, I'm probably a bad mother. Yeah, you guys did it on April Fool's Day. I thought so. Somebody probably thinks I was a horrible mother for letting them to do it. But you know what? They had an opportunity that no singletons ever do to be able to switch places like that. And I thought it was fun. Why not? So, but like I said, I was probably a bad mother for letting them do it. Found it. Oh, thank you. The art teacher. Oh, she was the one that did it? Okay. I couldn't remember, but I knew somebody got really mad at you two for doing it. And it was like, do you remember, Lindsay, who the teacher was that knew she had the wrong kid in her class the whole time? Now I have to wait for the 3-minute delay. There was one teacher that caught you guys. Twin stories. Twins are a blast. Aw, Angela, I'm glad I'm not alone. Yes! I need to make a story quilt about raising twins. Dee Dee, I don't remember the first year of their life for anything. It's gone. I don't think there was anything wrong with it either. April Fool's Day was a blast. Why not do it? Right now, I was just putting together 5-inch squares, Liz. That's it. I'm using these as my plugs or my leaders or enders or whatever they are. Just because I've run out of plugs. Here's my plugs. Lindsay was going to cut them for me today. I have to get my plugs cut. My other ones again. Mrs. B something? No, it was Mrs. Knapp. She was the one that caught you. Ginger. She knew it was, she was supposed to have Jackie and she knew it was you. And she let it go. She didn't blow you in. It was in 3rd grade. Yep. Well, guys, guess what? It's time for me to head off. We're going to go walking through the swamp. We're going to go down to the point and see what kind of mess there is going on down there. I so enjoyed being with you guys today. No, it wasn't kindergarten. It was when you had the male teacher, and Jackie had Ginger twice. She had her in kindergarten and in 3rd grade. You guys have a great evening too. I hope you get some time to sew. Leuwen Land. I am going to tell my husband these ideas and see which one he likes. Crusty old man beards voting for Leuwen Land. Thank you guys for a great afternoon. You guys really made my day. You made me very happy. Thank you very, very much for joining me. Don't forget to spread the word about the Facebook page and the YouTube channel. Let's see how big we can get it, okay? Have fun in Bobby's world. All right. Bye, guys. Happy sewing. Go have some fun today, okay? Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.